January is over and I've made two big signings. Over £100 million spent. One is a player you'll know very well, and one is a player I'm sure we'll all get to know very well. I'm excited. Things are better. Drop the intro. Yes! Drink it in, viewers. Matthias de Ligt is here. Yes, the 25-year-old centre-half, probably second only to Virgil van Dijk in terms of best centre-backs in the world. He is phenomenal. We have signed him for £76 million. Absolutely magic. I mean, you look at the attributes. He is phenomenal everywhere. A leader at the back. He is elite. An elite centre-back. And it is finally feeling like I have a defender now that I can rely on this year. Thank God. And the other signing is Sascha Ablas. Welcome, my man. 19-year-old German. Signed him in from Borussia Dortmund for £64 million. So 130-ish spent. Actually, 140. Do the math, Mike. He looks phenomenal. Physically, incredibly quick. Rapidly pacey. Off the ball, very good. He will get better, obviously. He's only 19. Technically, got a bit of work to do, but his goals record is pretty good. He scored 36 and 84 for Borussia Mönchengladbach, and he's already scored one for us. And my God, was it a good one. Because it was the one that gave us victory over Manchester United. Yes, I know we were meant to have that game today, but I was in a really good flow of football. We've had a lot of the big games recently. I'm tired of kind of losing all the time on camera. I thought when we were going into it, we wouldn't do very well. And we won 1-0. Incredible. Since last time we met, we've actually lost two games. One in the Premier League to Brighton away, but they're high-flying at the moment. And the other one was to Burnley in the FA Cup, where we put the reserves out. I'm not too worried, because ever since then, we've won pretty much every single Premier League game. We've won, for 3 on the bounce, and we have won 6 in our last 7. So now we're propelled up into 7th position. We're still a little way off the top 4, 6 points to be exact. But, we are getting there and the team is coming together nicely. I should also point out that I've made a lot of sales in January as well to kind of fund both the moves and also just for a bit of a clear out in general. Most of that being Jadon Sancho. He has gone. He just upset me a little bit too much. Yes, he looks phenomenal. Yes, but he just never did it for me. I don't know why. I just couldn't get him to work. I tried him in every position. I tried him on the right. I tried him on the left. I tried him as an inverted winger. I tried him as a winger. I tried him as a forward. Tried everything. Jadon just never really hit the standard. I gave him a lot of opportunities this year. This year, I gave him a lot of appearances, and he just didn't do it for me. So, I've let him go to Barcelona for £55 million. Basically, I'm clearing out all my mistakes, because Fiat Arpa's gone, Timo Werner has gone. They've both gone for around about £30 million respectively. Not each, sorry, but £30 million altogether. And one that has sort of hurt a little bit is Hector Bellerin has gone. I had to say eventually, he was only a 2.5 star rated player. He wasn't the best defensively. Going forward, great. At the back, not brilliant, but we got Max Aarons now, so I'm less worried. Gone for £30 million. He played very well for me. That's the annoying thing, but I felt with the money that was kind of there and available, it's around about time to move him on. He never really did it for me, but he played well, just not enough. And then the other out is Declan Rice, who's actually only on that loan at Aston Villa. I want Declan Rice to work, and I think he will work. I am going to give him a chance when he comes back, depending on how the squad looks for next season. Yes, that's right, there probably will be another season. Unless we win the Champions League, in which case I might just quit while I'm ahead. So, today we're starting off with our first knockout round against Milan away in Italy. And then after that will be a chance to get some revenge on Huddersfield, who beat us first time out this season in the opening fixture, thanks to that Donnarumma clanger. If you go back to the first episode of this season, then you can see it, and it's an absolute howler from Donnarumma that won on that game. Fuming. And this is the lineup that's been doing us so well recently. Donnarumma's in goal, Tierney, Wood, De Ligt and Aarons make up the back four. Torreira and Simba Bentley are in the middle. Davies on the left, Almada in the middle, Pedrinho on the right, and Ablas is taking the line up front because Fabio Silva has been nothing short of shocking. Other than that, the squad now looks a lot more trimmer. It looks better. I'm happy with the way that it's looking. And more importantly is that I'm going to be giving some of the kind of youngsters in our team more of a go. So Smith Rowe's going to get a chance, but Bukayo Saka's going to get a chance. Some of the actual upcoming youngsters in Arsenal are going to get a chance now in this series, which is something I've really, really wanted to implement. I think it's important to realise sometimes when you've kind of just overcomplicated things, and I think I have a lot of players with a lot of good potential in the squad, and I've just mucked about too much with it, and I've messed about with it too much, and I don't want to continue doing that anymore. So I'm going back to what made the first few seasons really good. Look at their team. They've got a very good team. They've got Lafont, Godin's a player that can become very, very well. Paul Godin, Rob McNally, Armini, Jordan Henderson's at right back. No! What a man this lad is. What a player. Up for player of the year this year, I think, for me personally. Verratti and Kessie in the middle. Fisher, Paqueta, Coman and Depay. Ooh, interesting. Another ex-Arsenal player there as well. I'm going to certainly say a first leg win will do us the world of good in this tie. Go out there and grab it. Simmer Bentley is looking stressed. Come on, mate. Get with it. You'll be fine. I have a lot of faith in this team at the moment. We are playing much, much better. And you can tell partnerships are beginning to develop. I love the Torreira and Bentley partnership in the middle. Against United, we kind of ran the show a little bit. Donnarumma had a good game, as you would need to when you go to Old Trafford. And they're actually playing quite well. But ultimately, we kind of shut them out, kept them out. De Ligt has brought a lot more kind of reinforcement to that back line. And I feel like we're in a position now where we might just get top 4. And I know that that's not what the original aim of this season was. But considering the situation that we were in, and we were down in 12th after 15th after 10 games, I would happily take a top 4. Fisher into Kessie. Kessie's a player I'd really like in the save, and that's why. That's an unbelievable hit from Frank Kessie. It's his 10th goal of the season, and we're 1 down. It's good play by him here, you have to admit. Fisher moves it across. Kessie takes a touch there that we just don't really follow him enough. He makes a little bit too much room. Bentley's not really tracking him properly, doesn't close down the space. And it's a good finish. That's a bit disappointing from us, I have to say. I was hoping that we could just keep it a bit tight. We need to get a goal then, really, ideally. An away goal would be absolutely perfect. Kieran Tierney gets booked every single game. Torreira. That is not a great pass from Torreira. Memphis Depay is in. I mean, make of that what you will. We haven't been doing that. I come on camera and just mistakes start happening. What has Torreira been doing there? What's he doing here? It's obviously to De Ligt, but it's so namby-pamby. De Ligt doesn't cover himself in glory. Memphis Depay's in, and it's 2-0. And I don't even want to talk about what Donnarumma's doing there. Obviously against his old side here. I mean, this is poor. What is going on here? This is not the team that I've seen been playing in the last, I don't know, like 10 games. I need a moment. Oh, you're so shit! Whew. Let's just calm down. It's all going to be okay. Let's just not panic. I shouldn't have said anything about being defensively better. That's just ruined everything. It's Aaron's. Good ball over the top. Ablas is in. Here's his first touch for us on camera. Ablas, great save there by the goalkeeper. And I like the fact that he drills it. He doesn't do any of these namby-pamby finishes. He absolutely leathers it. And I like that. It's not going as I hoped it would, I'm not going to lie. Torreira, that's a better ball though. Into Aaron's. Aaron's into Pedrinho. Back to Aaron's. Go on, Aaron's. Aaron's, that's not a great cross. Torreira's on the ball. Plays it inside. Bentley. Good ball into Armada. To Davies. To Armada. Armada. Back to Davies. Alfonso hits it. Bang! 2-1. Get in. There's the away goal. It's his 9th goal of the season. He's been very, very good for me. I know that he's not attribute-wise as good as Jadon Sancho, but he's definitely played a hell of a lot better this year. Very, very happy with that. Great play by us here. Armada, lovely through ball. Davies doesn't take a touch. He absolutely leathers it past the goalkeeper. 2-1. Get in. Gives us something to work with in that second half. Okay, half-time 2-1. That goal is absolutely crucial. I'm going to certainly say I expect to see a much better showing in the second half. It's not been great. I'm going to give the defence a little bit of faith, as I am with the midfield. We actually played better towards the end of that half. It's just taken us a little while to get into it. You've got to remember, quite a lot of these players haven't actually played Champions League football before. For some of them, this is the first time that we've really been playing properly. And we are still quite a young side. There's no getting around it. We don't have that much experience. Even De Ligt is actually 25. I think the oldest player is Lucas Torreira, and he's only 29, I think. So we've got a very, very young team out there, which bodes well for the future, as long as I'm here for it. Kessie on the ball. That's not his best effort, and that's definitely not Max Aaron's best effort, but that's fine. Torreira's on the ball. Armada, there's a ball over the top here, surely. No, well played by Armada. He's been in very good form in recent weeks as well, Armada. He begins to look like the world-class talent that we all know he is. Torreira into Armada. Lovely ball from Armada. Finds Max Aaron's. Aaron's into Pedrinho. Go on, mate. Bend it. Peds hits it. He hits it many times. Ablas! There it is! That is the finish. What a goal from Sasha Ablas. He is going to be an Arsenal legend. I can feel it. He drills shots. He doesn't namby-pamby it into the corner. He spanks it, and I love that. That makes it sound like I love spanking. Pedrinho, brilliant, and Ablas does switches on a dime, smacks it into the far corner. 2-2, get in. Simba Bentley's not had his best game today. I'll have to save him for the Huddersfield one. Joe Willock is going to come on in his place, and part of me wants to play Pepe. We'll go with what we've got for the minute, so just the one change, but I can see Pepe having to come on in this. This has been such a better performance. I was worried when we went 2-0 down, but we're beginning to turn the screw slightly here. You can tell the team is gelling. We've got a bit more confidence in our own ability. Coman, back to Verratti, back to Coman. They've got a really good squad, actually, I have to say. Good header by Alphonso Davies, and Joe Willock picks up the ball. Now, can we counter over the top? Willock. He's found Ablas as he has. Ablas is in. Ablas. Great save by Albon Lafont. What a save. Willock. That's a brilliant ball into Ablas, who's in. Ablas. Oh, he's done another one. It's 3-2. Sasha Ablas. You can't stop him scoring. It's 3 goals in 3. It's magic. It's beautiful. It's Ablas. It's Ablas. You know. He just can't stop scoring goals. That's going to need some work. What a finish. Yeah. What a comeback from the Gunners. 2-0 down within the first half an hour. And suddenly, bang, we hit them for 3. Absolute scenes. 3-2. Yes. From 2-0 down in 20 minutes. Passionately, what a comeback that was, lads. That's a superb effort. Oh, believe, guys, believe. I believe. Ablas, you tank. I want you to be my everything. Yes. I'm really, really happy, and I'm really pumped right now. We've just got to go. Make sure we follow that up with a win against Huddersfield. We get a win against Huddersfield, and then suddenly the form is back. Then we begin to pump out the wins. We've got a nice sort of run of fixtures coming as well, so we've got to make sure we maintain a high standard of play. Best January ever. Guess what else? Frank Lampard's the Huddersfield manager. It's interesting. Bit of a step down, isn't it, Frank? In the context of the top 4 as well, there's also a big game going on today between Man City and Tottenham. So let's see what the result is here. A draw would be absolutely perfect, if possible, please. 1-0 City. Not ideal, but we can live with that. We can live with that. Any time that they take points of each other is good. Now, we're not going to make any changes. No changes. Why why change it? We've had a very winning formula at the moment. The players are playing well. They're all enjoying playing with each other. Oi, oi, let's just get on with it. Right, I'm going to get assertive and say, I want you to pick up from where you left last time off, because why not? Yeah, we literally came back from 2 behind. It was a brilliant performance. I need Sasha to keep banging those goals in, mate. And if not, we got Fabio Silva on the bench. So I feel now that there's a bit of depth in the attacking positions. There's quality depth, do you know what I mean? And there will be additions that we need to make. There's probably positions that can be strengthened, but at the moment the team morale, team ethos is much more the way that I would actually quite like it. Aarons comes out, decent tackle, but Coelho's still got the ball. He's somehow got that past Aarons there. Rojas bends it. What a save! Or was that off the post? Looked like it was off the post. We just start games a little bit too slowly for my liking. The kind of early goal pressing that we used to do seems to have kind of taken a bit of a back seat, and that's not good. Got to demand a bit more from the boys here, because that's not a good start, really. The last thing we want is for them to give them confidence and let them start dictating play a little bit. And at the moment, we find it hard to get possession. But I think, actually, that's something that's benefited us. I've kind of gone off controlling the ball a lot more, and I've kind of gone for a little bit more of a counter-attacking sort of thing. And funnily enough, in Football Manager, if you don't have much of the ball, you'll probably win. So Amada whipping the ball to the back post. Great header by Simba Bentley, and it's in. I'm going to question the goalkeeping here. It was hard to see from that angle, but Simba Bentley gets another goal. It's only his 2nd of the season, so I say another like he scored loads. He hasn't. But ultimately, that is a superb goal. Wood here, lays off to Armada. I want to see this here. So what happens? Simba, what is the goalie doing there? That and the animations. Oh, dear me. You can tell as well, goal-wise, we actually do score a fair amount. This year, it's been more about the defence that's been the problem, as Max Aarons, ironically, gets injured just as I talk about that. A pretty poor half, really, but we are 1-0 up. That's all that really matters. I'm going to certainly say I'm happy with the performance. Keep it up. Good ball by Nathan Wood there. Out to Alphonso Davies. Go on, mate. I criticised him at half-time. What's he got in the locker? Brilliant pass. Bentley into Pedrinho. Pedrinho dances around his man. Don't hit it. Square it. Peds hits it. Oh, brilliant save there by Altai. Great save. Great effort from Peds. Ped's on the ball now as he drives into the area. Peds, great play. Oh my god, how have we not scored there? He should have squared it really, Peds. Ablas was standing in the middle, calling for it, you can tell, but he just kept moving. It's another decent ball in, back post. How has Ablas not finished that? Was that Delit? I'm not sure. And now Huddersfield are on the counter. This is a very long highlight. Great tackle by Max Aarons. Superb defending. Yeah, demand a bit more from the boys as Villa turn around against Wolves. What a game that is. As Torreira whips it in, and there's Ablas at the far post tapping it in, but it looks like it's going to be ruled out for offside. It's very annoying if it has. It's good that he's even in that position though. You can tell he's just in the right place, Ablas, and that is great header by Davies. And yeah, he's just off, only just. Lovely run around the back post from him there. Not too disappointed with what's being shown here. Alphonso Davies now on the ball, driving forward. Great run. Go on, Alphonso. God, this is some run by Davies. Bloody hell, he's carrying the ball around about 40-50 yards here. Pepe driving inside. Pepe bends. Oh my word. Let's just not talk about that. I might just edit that in for the lols because that was awful. 10 minutes to go and we're a little bit on the knife edge because ultimately we are only 1-0 up. But it's been semi-comfortable. You can tell from the stats here that we've really dominated this game. It's just the fact that we've not really been able to put them to the sword that I'm a little bit disappointed about. But ultimately, I like the idea now that if we get one goal, we can sit back, absorb the pressure, we can just grind them out, keep those clean sheets. Ultimately, if you get a clean sheet, you're not going to lose. That is the way that I'm looking at it here. And Matthias is making a massive change and difference to this defence as the refs played 7 minutes of injury time. I don't know why. Amada whips it in. Fabio hits the bot. Oh, there it is. Matthias scored. Very kind of like delayed reaction from me there because I was worried what the hell was going on with Fabio Silva. He heads it against the post. He should really score. But Matthias gets his first for the club in his first episode on camera. Great finish there. Volley on the floor. Love it. 2-0. There you go. That's what we want to see. A 2-0 win against Huddersfield. And that's just chalk and cheese to what it was earlier on this year. Matthias de Ligt gets man of the match, rightly so. I'm hoping he's the man we're going to build this team around now. This series now has taken a really big turn from being like this being my final season and us really pushing for all things now to a bit of a rebuild with me at the helm. And at the moment, it's seemingly going a little bit better than I originally hoped it. Well, than I thought it was going to. And we're now only still 6 points behind in the race for the top four. Max Aaron's out for 5 to 6 days. That's not going to be ideal because we're playing Bournemouth in that time. But ultimately, we got through it. That's what matters. And you can tell now, the run of form since we brought in De Ligt in January, it's a lot better. We've won every single game in February. That is such a nice feeling to say that. We've got to go back for the second leg against Milan, don't we? So let's have the second leg against Milan and then the away game at Watford because that's always a good fun one for us to watch, even though I'm putting my neck out on the line there because we don't do very well at Vicarage Road. I certainly don't do well at Vicarage Road. But you can tell the kind of run in here isn't that bad. We've got Wolves, Stoke, Birmingham, Liverpool and Spurs stand out. Wolves also stands out. That could be a massive game come the end of the season. But I'm feeling better. Let me know what you think of my transfers in the comments section. Are you happy that I've kind of turned this around? Are you still happy for me to be manager, please? And how far do you reckon we can go in the Champions League? I am very excited. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do leave a like, share and subscribe. We are near 400 subscribers, which like a couple of months ago, unheard of. So just thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. Until I see you in the next episode, stay cool. We're on the up. Come on, you Gunners!